Learn guy code.
Exactly.
I adore you. Not good.
I use that a lot.
I bet you do.
Our resident bad boy, Steve Santagati, no match for Reese, talking about her new...
I don't know why y'all aren't hearing him. I'm hearing him.
Thank you.
I get it. He's saying you don't have to look like Dolly Parton. He's not saying that. He's saying just clean it up.
That's
Clean
it.
it up.
We don't care.
I see what he's saying, but sometimes I just don't feel like doing that.
Okay, then you won't attract anybody.
And then if we actually start dating, and you're going to see the real me anyway, what I look like in that jogging suit.
Any man's going to tell you, we want you at your simplest, most natural, and then you can build it up so we can see you. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Santagati, and we're headed to Catalina Island off the coast of Southern California for a unique Travel Channel event. Today, we're going to show you some secrets of travel survival, because now, more than ever, travelers are concerned with safety, and safety begins with knowledge. Over the next hour, you're going to meet some victims of real-life travel disasters, and as their stories unfold, we're going to be asking you, what would you do in the very same situation? Then, we're going to turn to the experts for the answers. Welcome to the Drive Shaft Garage. Challenge. You're going to have just 5 short days. You're going to transform your cars into this Chariot.
Reese Witherspoon head-to-head with Extra's resident bad boy.
Do you think you'd ever get married again?
Dating disasters snooping through...
You're sleeping, and all of a sudden you feel something crawling up you. You open your eyes and you see a big, black, hairy tarantula.
Look at that monster. Right now, our 5 women are on their way here from the lower 48. They'll meet here for the first time. Now, the power in this game. Okay, let me officially welcome you to Alaska. Now, each one of you is about to embark on an amazing romantic adventure. You've traveled here to meet the men of Alaska and find a husband. Your home for the next 7 weeks is right over there. It's called the Northern Light, and if you take off, I promise you'll be warm. Have fun. You thought that was funny, huh? And gentlemen, you have 1 more week to get to know the woman that could be your future. Out of here in beautiful Moscow. It's only -5 degrees out right now, but it's about to get a whole lot hotter because I want to give you a sneak peek at the 2011 Pirelli calendar.
Bad boys finish first, and apparently they do. What's going on with the Jets? What? What is going on with the Jets?
Look, it's an old boys club. They have to legally stick to their own. They have to protect one of their players. That's what they're doing. But you know, the bottom line here, Jane, is that these women are making it really awful for other women that want to work in sports. Now, I'm obviously not approving in any way, shape, or form any sort of real sexual harassment or real abuse. But it doesn't seem like that's the case here. I think a woman needs to stand up for herself, but make sure it doesn't, you're not the girl who cried wolf, if you will, because it makes it look bad for everybody. And I think the Jets, what they're doing, again, is they have to protect Brett. They have to protect their guy. Guys, this is who they are. This is who we are.
That's
We're
who you
men,
are.
and we act like this. We're all like this. Any guy that's heterosexual is like this. As a matter of fact, any guy gay or straight is like this. We think about sex. We will act.
God, like,
Yeah.
what is he thinking? How do you understand men?
I think the most important thing that you can do is not judge the way a man thinks about something. Do you know what I mean? You can't tell him that the way he reacts to something is wrong because it's not how you would react to it. And that was the one thing I had to learn. I had to realize, like, just because Josh is reacting differently to this situation than I am doesn't mean his reaction is better or worse than mine. It's just, we're different. And so as long as you can respect that about one another, you're fine. It does require a little compromise and a little respect.
Right.
And not trying to change everyone all the time, you know?
I hope every woman out there just heard that.
Ladies, it's time for you to meet the men. Now, here are the rules of engagement. You're going to be able to see all the guys at once, but don't talk to them. On first impression, whether that be a physical attraction or some spiritual bond you may feel, you're all to pick one man, and these guys are ready. So let's set this helicopter down.
It's your choice, for love or money.
Oh,
Love or money.
money lasts a lot longer. Go for the money.
I love to chase after someone's heart, man, and try and help people out. That's what kind of guy I am. Hey, say whatever you want. Don't call me out, man.
Doesn't it make it fun when you know it's wrong
and you know it's
Well, no, that's not. It's not fun for me.
You go for the thrill of it, aren't you?
Of course. Because hey, it's not a moral dilemma because this guy's married, and Michael J. Fox knows that. So you know what? The playing field's even.
Yeah,
You wind up getting hurt later on. That's a.
See, it was a strange thing he did when he got on the phone and he gave that guy on the spot relationship advice because he knew.
Because Andy was on the edge of being hurt by this guy. She knew that. He wasn't leaving his wife.
That was his chance to put his foot down and say, you know what, Christian, I'm not your lackey. This is a business deal. Stop stringing me along. Show me the money. He probably felt so beat up at this point that he figures, I'll get my money and I'll deal with it later.
Yeah, I think
The coolest thing of that whole date was when he took her out to Roosevelt Island and he put that piece of glass.
Yeah, that was
hot.
I started traveling with a piece of glass to make me look better. That's called stockings.
Right.
In most states. She's like trying to get on a train. You're like, she's like, ow.
You can look at this guy, though. This is my friend Steve Sanagati, and he's our guy expert. When we talk about all things guy, we bring our guy, Steve, around. So, Steve, what do you think about the whole men too pretty thing?
Well, if the guy's focusing too much on how he looks or his clothes or plucking his eyebrows or his moisturizers, he's not focusing on other things like how to protect you, how to change a tire without a cell phone, and most importantly, how to be a guy. Okay? That's.
Whoa!
Listen.
I can't wait to go home tonight. Hi, honey. I love you.
That whole.
I love your groomed brows.
It gets very unsexy. All right, so let's deal with what this woman just asked.
Yeah.
I shave the center of my eyebrows, and this is how fast I do it. Zip, done. If it's off a few feet, doesn't matter. I lose an eyebrow for that month. He shouldn't be plucking and looking at his face, doing moisturizer. You get very effeminate, and that, ladies, as you know, is not sexy.
Not so sexy. So just
Let's get started. Steve, do you make a decision in the first 3 seconds?
Absolutely. You're like Terminator. You look at the girl and you scan her, and you start to figure out, okay, how long is it going to take me to get from A to B?
Laura, you just...
Her weight goes up. But then when she's motivated, she's got her stuff together, she takes the weight off. She looks great. One thing about Vince Vaughn is that he's been a bachelor. So of course he's going to be out partying and drinking and eating a lot, and therefore his weight's going to go up.
You said also.
Han.
Their interstitial, if you will, was a hot chick in the bikini. What Ronan Martin's Laugh-In is known best for is the hippie chicks in bikini, like the Flower Child. You know, and Goldie Hawn made her debut there, and they used to do this zoom-in camera thing, wow, wow, and she'd be like doing this funky dance in a bikini. But when that happened, every guy was watching. So
I bring in Steve Sanagati, one of our biggest image consultants in the business, to see if he can help out Matt with his wardrobe. I want him to date smart.
Look, if you want to attract the kind of man that you're interested in, you have to dress in a way that they're going to notice you, and it's going to make sense to them for your age. Does that make sense?
Did you put him in the holies, or
No,
did you put him in the covers?
that's going to make him look like an old dude trying to look young.
that's
You
what I
don't
thought.
look that old.
Oh, thank you.
It's just the way you carry yourself.
Patty brought Steve, who's a real expert at transforming people. I thought Steve was maybe a little old-fashioned in terms of the way he was dressed, but what do I know? He's an expert.
Let's get some clothes going. This is acid wash. That's 1970.
Right. This is good, Patty.
Okay. Those are good. These are good. So these are two
All right, so you
pairs.
put these two on first.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God, you look amazing.
Yeah, they showed me some things which probably would look good on somebody who says fat and yo and hey yo and so forth. Ooh. Oh, wow. Guys, this ain't me.
Oh my God. Steve and I picked out great outfits, but Matt, total pain in the ass. It's about you looking attractive, and right now what you're wearing is scaring my men away. You do not look sexy in Grandpa that's sitting over there. I don't want to see Grandpa, and I don't want to Grandpa.
Here's the deal. If you want what you told me you want, this is what you gotta do. Like it or lump it.
The other outfit was the bomb outfit. That's the outfit you're gonna wear. And you're gonna see if it flips the switch to get the hot guy when I bring him to the party. And if it doesn't flip the switch, I will eat crow and say to you, I'm sorry I did something wrong.
Anyone who's that passionate, you've really got my attention. I'm tempted to do it your way.
So you're gonna wear the black leather one at the mixer. Are we clear? You happy now?
I'm thrilled, but if it doesn't work, I'm going to take you both out shopping and teach you how to dress.
A, as soon as they have a baby, they don't feel sexy and pretty because they have the baby fat, etc., etc. So a guy could do, a couple of things a guy could do outside of making sure he doesn't hurt her, is make her feel pretty and sexy again and make sure she doesn't cut her hair short. That's another thing. Wow. You guys, don't confuse my message here and the point. I'm not condoning cheating. I'm saying, I tell women don't get married, and if you're going to get married, don't marry any guy under 40. For starters. If I said something like that, I'd be called a misogynist. That's in the same comment. You're assuming that men don't care about you.
You said she should be doing for you after she gives birth.
Listen,
You have a man never
he just talked about how to make her help her feel sexy and stuff. But I'm sorry. Thank you. Lynn brought up a very good point. She goes, "Oh, we want you to like us for our inside, right? But you're just as superficial as we are because you like broad shoulders. You like a strong man. You like tall. You're not going to go out with mini-me."
No, many love women.
Guys, don't believe this bunk that you're hearing from these girls right now. The truth of the matter is, it's just like dressing. Girls don't dress for us; they dress for each other. When they get breasts, it's because they have low self-esteem and they want to perk it up. They want to feel good about themselves when they're in their clothes. They want to look sexy. You feel better about yourself around. Most women don't need it. I would say that unless you're a pear shape, like you have no boobs and you have like really.
Needs it. I mean, give me a break.
It's a very natural thing for a woman to breastfeed.
But
when
not
I go
out in the front, but me looking.
I see women breastfeeding in public. Look, do I find it sexual? No, I'm on your side, trust me. But I think women in general are better lovers to start with than men. And the reason is they go slower, they pay attention, they're more tactile, they're not in such a rush.
They charge more.
One of the things I tell guys when I'm counseling guys, I say, if you want to know how to make love to your woman, just pay attention to how she's feeling, what she's doing to you, how she's touching you. Because if you mirror that, you're doing exactly what she wants. And girls love a balance of a little rough and a little slow. Nowadays, everybody coddles their kid, helmets and this stuff and that stuff. I come from the school of that movie 300, where you throw the kid out in the woods, and whoever survives, they can join society. I think what a lot of women don't understand is that when we meet a great girl that we're like really into, we go home and pace back and forth thinking, I hope I don't like her more than she likes me. And that's true.
Sweet side came out.
It's the truth. Guys know we want to. Well, I can be bad again very easily.
Okay, you ready for this? Are you really interested?
I am really interested. I'm going to use it in my other interviews.
Bastard! The problem is, women know more about like Christian Louboutin shoes and Britney Spears' life than they do about us. They don't come into our world. And we, as men, not you and I maybe, but guys in general, know more about electronics, what's LCD versus plasma, what's football statistics or hockey, or whatever the case might be, than we do about women. And when you don't understand one of the most important things in your life, you can't be with it because there's a disconnect. People just don't take the time. But I know that because I understand women, my life's that much easier with them. It's not perfect, I don't understand everything, but it's that much easier.
You women out there, do you want to know what men really think about love, marriage, and sex? Well, a popular advice giver says, don't ask your boyfriend or husband. Ask a man who'll tell you the cold, hard truth.
Sex is the most primal urge in every single one of us.
Advice columnist Steve Santagati makes money telling people things like that. He proudly markets himself as a bad boy.
A bad boy is a guy who's unapologetically male, loves being naughty, and loves seducing women.
He's all over television these days.
Yeah, but you're a man and you've studied men, so you know.
Guys are so simple.
Oprah, The Today Show, CNN.
These guys are not sorry for what they did. They are sorry only for one thing, and that is getting caught.
The media call on him for his advice, which is basically,
you can't be in a monogamous relationship if you feel like you're settling or you're missing out.
His book of advice for women made the bestseller list.
Oh my God, that's hot.
Santagati's a former model who starred in this music video with Celine Dion. These days, he runs this website where people can order his bad boy t-shirts. They're popular with celebrities. And on his website, people, well, women mostly, pay money to get his personal advice.
This woman is freaking out. I'm going to tell her how guys are, and I am going to be brutal with her.
Bad boys, he says, do better with women because they admit that they have a wandering eye.
Everything inside of us, all the blood running through our veins is going, look, look, look.
We can't not look at a woman's chest. We have to physically try not to. We want the Swedish girl, the Hispanic girl, the black girl, the redhead girl, the brainiac.
He has a point. A study in this journal says half of married men and women cheat. A more recent national opinion survey said it's closer to 18%. But whatever the number, there is plenty of cheating, and men cheat more. Even some of America's most desirable women complain they've been cheated on. Among celebrities accused of cheating, Peter Cook cheated on Christy Brinkley. Reportedly, Charlie Sheen cheated on Denise Richards.
Jude Law fools around with his nanny. And then I look at Sienna Miller and I look at the nanny and I'm like, how did that happen? I know how it happened. It was a fantasy. It was fooling around with the nanny. It was one of the naughtiest things he can do.
Because we're programmed for variety.
We're programmed for variety.
So we shouldn't pretend to be shocked by news stories, he says, when even our so-called leaders are accused of cheating.
He is the latest politician to be hit by a sex scandal.
And power cheat more, he says, because they can.
Bill Clinton fooled around with Monica Lewinsky. Now, no offense to Monica, but she's no Jessica Alba. She is the intern. She's the last person in the world Bill Clinton should have any sexual contact with. And that makes it extremely provocative.
Now, of course, women cheat too.
Men cheat because we are programmed to cheat. But who are we cheating with? We're cheating with women.
Sure.
I've cheated before. I've been a cheater. I know that these women are in on it. Women have been cheating on their boyfriends to be with me at times.
Santagati tells people,
do not go and think that you need to get married, have 2 kids, and live happily ever after. That, my friend, is a load of crap for 90% of the population.
So most men who get married are making a mistake?
I would venture to say they haven't thought it through.
Why should anybody believe you?
I have spent every waking breath since I reached puberty to understand women. The more I learned about the opposite sex, the more I knew how to get girls.
Maybe they just like you because you're good looking and charming.
No. You will see beautiful women with unattractive guys all the time. Women want to be with real men.